Hey there, fellow dog lovers. Let me ask you something. Do you ever look at your dog and just feel like something's missing? You take them for walks, you play fetch, but they still have that look, that bored stare, just waiting for something to happen. Well, what if I told you the answer isn't about more running, but about challenging their brilliant mind? Let's get into it. It's a question I think almost every dog owner asks themselves at some point. We give them a nice long walk, we throw the ball till our arm is sore, and yet it still feels like they need something more. And the thing is, they do. A dog's brain is just wired for problem solving, and without that challenge, they can feel a little unfulfilled, no matter how tired their legs are. And I bet this scene sounds really familiar, right? That look they give you, it isn't just about boredom. It's a little sign that their amazing mind is being underused. So today, we're going to fix that. We're going to turn those dull moments inside into some really enriching adventures. And this, right here, is the game changer. Thinking of mental exercise as just a little add-on is a mistake. It can be just as tiring for them as a full-on sprint at the park. This is all about providing deep, meaningful engagement that not only strengthens your bond, but also leads to a much calmer, happier dog. So in this explainer, we're going to walk you through some super simple, really fun games that are going to dramatically boost your dog's focus and their overall happiness. And hey, if you want to keep discovering awesome new ways to connect with your best friend, make sure you hit that subscribe button for the Love Dogs channel. All right, first up, we're going to tap into one of your dog's most amazing natural abilities, their sense of smell. These next 3 games are designed to build on each other, starting out super simple and then getting a little more challenging as you go. We're going to kick things off with a game called Release and Run. Now, this one is so simple, but don't let that fool you. It's the perfect way to start building a solid foundation for impulse control. It's all about teaching your dog to wait patiently for your cue before they get to chase after that super exciting reward. Okay, so here's how you play. First, get your dog to stay on a familiar spot, maybe their bed or their crate. Then, grab a toy they just absolutely love, start backing away, and then give your release cue as you start to run away from them. As they come charging after you, dangle the toy so they can grab it for a really satisfying game of tug. Let them have it as a victory prize. Just repeat this a few times. It builds excitement and really reinforces that impulse control. Okay, so once your dog has got that release cue down, it's time to level up the challenge with hide and seek. Instead of just running away, you're actually going to hide. This forces them to use not just their eyes, but their nose and their ears to find you. It's a fantastic little mental workout.
The setup starts pretty much the same. Get your dog in a stay, but this time you're going to actually leave their line of sight and go hide, holding on to that favorite toy. Once you're tucked away, call out your release cue. Now, here's a pro tip. Start with really easy hiding spots at first to build up their confidence. And when they find you, you make a huge deal out of it. Lots of praise, pats, and a big game of tug.
All right, for the grand finale of our Sense series, we've got Find It. Now, this is where things get really interesting. We shift the challenge. Instead of searching for you, your dog is going to be searching for the toy itself. This is where that powerful nose really gets to shine. So while your dog is in a stay, you're going to sneak off and hide their favorite toy somewhere in the house. Then you walk back to them and give them a release cue, like, go find it. You'll be amazed at how focused they become just diligently searching the house. This game is an absolute lifesaver for those rainy days when you're all stuck inside. And of course, the second they find it, you celebrate like they just won the doggy lottery. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. We've worked their nose, now let's work on their focus. These next few exercises are all about teaching your dog to pay incredibly close attention to your commands by having them touch or interact with specific targets. And we're going to start with the absolute foundation of it all, basic targeting. Seriously, this one simple action, teaching your dog to touch something with their nose or paw, it unlocks a whole universe of other tricks and behaviors. It's like teaching them the alphabet of training. And it could not be simpler to teach. All you do is hold out your fingers. The very instant your dog's nose makes contact, you mark that behavior with a sharp yes or a clicker, and then you immediately give them a treat. This tells them precisely what they did right. And once they get the hang of it, you can adapt this into so many fun things, like a cute snoot or a classic high five. Okay, so building on that targeting skill, next up we have base training. This exercise takes that idea of targeting and applies it to objects that are away from you, which really builds their ability to follow your directions from a distance. Start with something they know really well, like their crate. Direct them to it, and when they go, reward them. Easy, right? Now bring in a second base, like their bed. Start calling out the name of each base, and reward them when they go to the correct one. Pretty soon, you won't even need to reward them every single time. It just becomes this fun, fast-paced game of listening and darting back and forth. It's an amazing way to build up both their focus and their self-control. All right, for our last targeting game, this is where you really get to be creative. It's called advanced targeting. And this is where you ask your dog not just to go to an object, but to perform a specific action with it. I mean, the possibilities here they're literally endless. You could teach your dog to paw at a soccer ball, for instance. Or you could even do that famous selfie trick, where you become the base and they put their paws up on your back. Just use your imagination. Think about what unique, fun challenges you can create for your pup. Okay, so I want to take a quick pause here for a really important point. You might be thinking, well, what about all those food puzzles and Kongs? And they're great, but it's really crucial to understand how they're different from the interactive games we've been talking about. And this slide really breaks it down. See, those interactive games we've been covering, they're all about direct engagement with you. That's the secret sauce that builds that incredible bond. Food puzzles are fantastic for keeping your dog busy when you can't give them your full attention, for sure, but they lack that personal one-on-one interaction. So just think of interactive play as your number one tool and puzzles as a really great secondary tool.
So after you start playing all these amazing games, what's the big payoff? Well, you're not just tiring your dog out, you are literally giving them a whole new set of what I like to call superpowers. Just think about what you're building here. You're building rock-solid impulse control. You're sharpening their focus in all their senses. You're making your bond with them so much deeper. You're tiring them out mentally, which is perfect for those indoor days. And maybe most importantly of all, you're boosting their confidence as they learn to solve problems and succeed.
So the final question is, are you ready to become your dog's hero? To be the person who not only provides walks and meals, but who also provides those fun, engaging challenges that their brilliant mind is just craving? The truth is, you now have this amazing toolbox full of simple, effective games that can totally unlock your dog's potential and transform your relationship. For more incredible ways to build that amazing bond with your best friend, please be sure to subscribe to the Love Dogs channel. Thanks so much for watching.